name is Catherine Cook, but I go by the nickname KIF, K-I-F. And I'm one of the 2 full-time professors here at HGTC for our paralegal program. What I'd like to start off with is telling you a little bit about the profession of being a paralegal. I also want to give you an update on what the job outlook is in our area and statewide. And then I want to get into the particulars about how we here at Horry-Georgetown Tech and our paralegal program can help you make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. So first, what is a paralegal? A paralegal is what we refer to as a paraprofessional. You are a professional. You work under the supervision and guidance of a licensed South Carolina attorney in assisting in the practice of law. You're not a lawyer, but you're one step down. That is a very rewarding career where you help others, you help the community, and you make a difference in your own life and the lives of your family. As a professional, it's a rewarding career that is ever changing. There is always something new to learn. There is always something new to assist with. You will never be bored. There are many types of paralegals, just as there are many types of lawyers, meaning that there are many areas of law that lawyers and paralegals have to assist our citizens with, just as there are many types of medical practices, a surgeon, a pediatric care doctor for children, an anesthesiologist. There are many types of lawyers. There are lawyers that do criminal prosecution. There are lawyers on the other side that do criminal defense. There are lawyers that do what we call in the practice of law transactional work, meaning they help individuals and groups of people who come up with a marvelous idea, start new businesses, become licensed in our state and throughout the country and world to do business. There are real estate lawyers that help individuals buy and sell homes, buy and sell investment property, commercial property. There are what you're used to seeing a lot on TV, trial lawyers, not in the criminal arena, but what we call in the civil arena, that can help individuals, corporations, the county, the cities, in civil disputes over contracts, whether contracts have been carried out properly, what we call tort law. You might know it more as personal injury, accident cases, medical malpractice. There are lawyers who practice in the area that we call probate. That is when an individual dies and their assets have to be properly administered and distributed to their heirs and or according to their wills if they've made them. And those lawyers assist individuals in making wills, family planning for assets. So, irrespective of what your interest is, there is a place for you if you're a person who wants to help others. Because the practice of law and being a paralegal, that is what we do. We help others. We make a difference in others' lives. We make a difference in our community as a whole. Now, it is also not only rewarding in that it is challenging and ever-changing, and you can grow in your knowledge, but it is rewarding financially. You can make a difference in your life and the lives of your family because of the good wage and the need for qualified paralegals that our area in particular have right now. I have more lawyers calling, emailing every day, looking for paralegal candidates to work with them full-time than I do have candidates and graduates to put out there. Your last semester with us, one of the classes you take is called the Law Practice Workshop, and as part of that, you do an actual internship out in the field, whether that is working with the solicitor's office or public defender's office, in the criminal law arena, working in a private law firm that does probate work, real estate work, but you're out there in the field and you do 90 hours worth of work. In my class this semester, and it was the same last summer, I have 100% placement of my students now. They have 2 more weeks in the summer semester, but each one of them have already been offered a full-time position. So, not only do we help you make a difference in your life, we help you get into a quality, rewarding financially, and work-wise career so that you can start off with all the tools that we assist you with. As you may know, Horry County, Georgetown County, our area of the country is one of the top 3 growing areas in our nation. As more people, industry, business moves into our area, the need for more lawyers to help with all of that activity is needed. And every lawyer is only as good as the paralegal and staff that they have backing them up. So, how do you become a paralegal? How can we help you make a difference in your life, in the life of citizens in Horry-Georgetown, in the state of South Carolina? And I don't want to be too verbose, but make a difference in the world. Well, we have 2 different tracks, 2 different programs in the paralegal studies field here at Horry-Georgetown Tech. We have an associate's degree. It's an associate's in applied science with your emphasis in paralegal studies. And we have a certificate degree. And I will explain the difference between the two degrees and which one, given your particular circumstance, would best fit you. However, if you have any doubts or any questions, please feel free, and at the end of this Facebook chat, we will be giving you contact information for myself. Please feel free to contact me, reach out to me by phone or by email, and let me work with you personally to get you in the right program and set you up in the right place to start to be successful with us. So first, the associate's degree in applied science with paralegal specialty. That is for any individuals who have a high school diploma. You've graduated from high school, so you have at least a high school diploma or GED equivalent. Then you would be the candidate, and you have no further degree. The highest degree, formal educational degree you have is either a GED or a degree from high school. Then the paralegal program's associate degree is for you. That associate degree takes 2 years or 6 semesters if you come full-time, taking a full load. It will take you 6 semesters, 2 years. Fall, spring, summer, fall, spring, summer, and you will be completed. If, however, you have a more advanced degree than just a high school diploma, perhaps you have an associate's degree in something other than paralegal studies. Perhaps you have an associate's degree in art, or you have an associate's degree, that would be a 2-year degree. You have an associate's degree in engineering, or you have an associate's degree in nursing, and you've decided you want to change fields. Then you can come into the certificate program, because as long as you already have at least an associate's degree, you could have a bachelor's degree, you could have a master's degree, but at least you have that level of associate's degree already. Then you can come into an accelerated program, which is our certificate program, which only takes you 1 year, 3 semesters if you come full-time sequentially, fall, spring, and summer. Now, the difference is because if you already have at a minimum an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, or a master's degree in another field, you've taken all your general education type classes. You've taken your Englishes, you've taken your math, you've taken your psychology. And so when you come into the certificate program, you don't need those what we would refer to as general education classes. You can take only the specific paralegal studies courses. Whereas, if you have your high school diploma and you don't have an associate's degree yet, this is the associate's degree you're starting to work on, you're going to take your paralegal courses, but additionally, you're going to take those general basic courses, general education courses in things like math, English, speech, psychology. So, if you are a high school graduate and have a high school diploma or a GED, you would start with the associate's program, and it would take you 2 years, 6 semesters. If you have an associate's degree or higher in another field, you can start in our certificate program, and that would take you 1 year or 3 semesters. Now, irrespective of which program you're in, let me tell you about some of the courses you will be taking. Those in the associate's program, as I said, will be taking some general education classes. The legal specialty classes that you will be taking, both as an associate student or a certificate student, would be courses such as legal research, legal writing, torts. That is the area of law where you would learn about things such as lawsuits dealing with malpractice, wreck cases. Contract law, you will take business law, which will deal with contract law, setting up businesses, contract disputes. You will take other courses such as legal ethics. You will take wills, trust, and probate. So there are a variety. You get a broad-based education with us at Horry-Georgetown Tech, regardless of which of the 2 programs you're in, that gives you a good, solid foundation for whatever area of law you eventually intend to go into. Also, as I mentioned already, in your last semester with us, so that is if you're going full-time straight through, it would be either the summer semester of your 2nd year or the summer semester of your 1st year if you're in your only year if you're in the certificate program. You take in that semester, as I said, Law Practice Workshop, which is a course that I teach, which has a classroom component but is really an internship program. You're out in the community. I match you with local lawyers, local businesses that have needs for paralegals, and you go and basically volunteer with them for a certain number of hours, and that gives you an exposure to the folks out in the field that can help you and may ultimately end up hiring you at the end of the semester. The 2 full-time professors we have in the paralegal program are myself, Kiff Cook, and Donna McQueen. Both of us are licensed South Carolina attorneys. Donna has been with the program almost 20 years. I've been with the program going on 4 years now. I've practiced law in Horry County for 32 years. My experience in being a practicing lawyer was in the field of real estate, business law, and primarily courtroom trial work. I've had the fortune of having wonderful paralegals who I could not have been a successful attorney without. And so I know what it takes to be a good paralegal. I know what you need to know in order to be an asset to any firm or organization in the state to be a paraprofessional. Also, because both Donna and I are licensed attorneys, who, Donna, prior to her tenure here full-time as a professor, also was a practicing attorney in Horry and Georgetown County. We know our legal community. We know the judges in the area, both at the trial circuit court level and criminal level, at the city municipal level, the city of Myrtle Beach, the city of North Myrtle Beach, city of Conway. There are lots of opportunities out there, and we know the folks in our community and can help make those connections and relationships. The legal community looks to Horry-Georgetown Tech as one of, if not the, premier places to go to find quality paralegals, to walk in the door and start off with them making a difference. Now, what can you expect in terms of pay? Well, as a starting paralegal in our area, and of course, please take this with a grain of salt, in that it's an average. Half of the paralegals would start out lower, half of the paralegals might start out higher. But generally, you could expect to make between $11.50 and $12.50 an hour starting now. That puts you in the mid-$20,000 range a year. Within 5 years, if you're a quality paralegal making a difference, you could expect to be in the mid-30s. And with more time and specialty areas under your belt in a career, it's not unusual at all for paralegals, even in our area, which could be on the lower scale of pay for paralegals. Even in our community, you could be looking to make in the high 40s and 50s. That is making a difference in the lives of you and your family. But there may be some of you out there that say, well, what I really want to be is I want to be a lawyer. And there are examples of lawyers practicing successfully in our area that started out at Horry-Georgetown Technical College in the paralegal program. Graduated here, went on to work full-time as paralegals and pursue their bachelor's degree through Coastal Carolina, USC, Columbia College, and got their bachelor's degree, making a good living and pursuing a bachelor's degree part-time. They then decided to go on after they had their bachelor's degree, had been in the field as paralegal and had that experience under their belt, applied to and were accepted into law school. Law school is a 3-year program, and they went to law school, and I would dare say, and if you talk to any of the lawyers in our area that started as paralegals, they would back me up. They were ready, prepared for law school, a lot more so than were the students just coming straight out of college, because they had really been doing the hands-on work. So they had a much easier time in law school than their contemporaries who went straight through college and on into law school. Prime example of a lawyer that took just that route is Natasha Hanna of our area. But there are many others as well. So don't think becoming a paralegal, getting your associate's degree or your certificate at Tech is the end of the road. If you have desires to go further, this is a great profession in which you could work part-time, in which you could work full-time and pursue your bachelor's degree and even higher degrees thereafter. I think you would find it very rewarding, and we are here to help and help you make a difference. So please, come utilize us. We're going to pan around and show you where we are today, which is in the courtroom of the Grand Strand campus. All of our courses are taught on the Grand Strand campus, and I'll let them pan around to show you the courtroom. We also have a dedicated law library, which is adjacent to this building where we teach the other part of our courses. And I welcome you to please contact either Donna McQueen or myself, Kiff Cook, if you have any questions or I can be of assistance to you. I would rather you come to me and let's sit down and map out your plan of success and how to make a difference than you struggle on your own. And that's how we work in the classroom environment too. So you can contact me by email, catherine.cook@hgtc.edu, or by phone, 843-839-1021. Come, let us help you make a difference.